Welcome back to the, well, we're not in the King's Corner. Welcome back to a hotel somewhere in Michigan. I felt I needed to do a follow-up to the video that I did yesterday, even though it was well received. No NPCs, no concerns, but yet there's still so many concerns out there about the no NPCs. And what people are so concerned about is that there's going to be so many people that are online that are not going to be role-playing. They are just going to be trolls. They are going to be wanting to kill me. They're not going to be playing the game right. So it won't be an RPG. The immersion will fall apart. Well, listen, I want you to stop and calm down first of all and think about a Fallout game. Think about any Fallout game you want to. But our most recent one is Fallout 4. When you leave the vault, how many good people do you run into in Fallout 4? Just think about it. You can go left, you can go right. How many good people do you run into as you're roaming the waste? Well, if you want to count Preston, no, let's don't count Preston, he's not good. How many good people do you run into? There's raiders to the right, there's raiders to the left. As you go out, there are raiders and super mutants, there's bad people everywhere. The majority of the people you run into in the wasteland are bad. Why is it going to be any different in Fallout 76? People are so worried about Fallout 76 because there's going to be people that are going to try to kill me. Well, listen, you're going to need bad people in Fallout 76. These people who we want to call trolls, or the people who are not going to be playing it right, are going to be the raiders of Fallout 76. You say, they're not going to talk to me. I got several comments in my last video. By the way, if you haven't watched No NPCs, No Concerns, please do that. I'll put a link at the end of this video. You can watch this one first, then go back and watch it, and then come and watch this one. I need the views. I'm a small channel, so you can do that. But what I was talking about in that one is, with no NPCs, it's a wonderful opportunity to be a great RPG because the replayability is wonderful. The role-playing is wonderful. When you get the chance to talk to someone in the wasteland, it's going to be so much better because it will be a real person. You can talk to them about the quests. You can talk to them about the creatures. But comments come in, people aren't going to want to do that. People aren't going to be role-playing. They're just gonna cuss at me, and they're just gonna want to kill me. And then I stop and think, well, let's see, in Fallout 4, how many people just cussed at me and wanted to kill me? Well, that happened every time I came against a raider camp. They cussed at me and tried to kill me, which was the majority of the time. So guys, quit complaining and stop and think about what you're saying, okay? The majority of the time in Fallout 4, you had that happening. And is it gonna happen in Fallout 76? It will happen. But then when you do come across a good person in Fallout 76 that is willing to role play, think about how much better it's going to be. You're not gonna come up against Preston. Oh, thank goodness you're not going to come and see Preston. You're going to have a player you can talk to. You can team up with. You can quest with. You can talk to them about what's going on. They can tell you about a quest they just did. They can tell you about a creature that lives over the next hill. It's going to be so immersive. But people like to complain. Maybe they like to worry. I'm not sure. But all of these things that they're complaining about, if they would just stop and think and compare what they're saying with what they've already played, it lines up perfectly. I want to boil it down and make it as simple as possible. One of the comments said, so you're saying it's going to be an RPG and I'm not going to word it exactly right. You're saying it's going to be an RPG just because you want it to be an RPG. Did y'all realize RPGs began as board games? In fact, they didn't even begin as board games. They began on pen and paper. So RPGs actually began right here. And now we want everything done for us on a screen. Now we think without little bitty people running around on the screen, it cannot be an RPG. Give me a break. Of course it starts right here. It's a role-playing game. You're playing a role. Did you not ever play like when you were a kid? That's what a role-playing game is. Of course it starts right here. And the NPCs that Bethesda or anyone else makes sometimes get in the way, and let me explain why. Whether you're playing Fallout, whether you're playing Elder Scrolls, they are going to act and react in a certain way every time you play the game. You're going to have the same NPCs acting the same way every time you play through. No matter whether you're good, no matter whether you're bad, you're going to have the same ones acting the same way every time. So the replayability and the choice, you're very limited. But in this game, all of that is gone. All of those hindrances are gone. You're going to have different people every time. And you're going to have not computer AI. You're going to have human reactions. Now, everybody's fear is they're going to be trolls. They're going to be mean. They're just going to be seeking to do bad, which, by the way, again, to my point, the majority of people in Fallout, that's what they do. But get this. If you're role-playing to be a bad person, there's going to be humans reacting to you being bad. If you're being good, there's going to be humans reacting to you being good. Now, how can it be any more immersive than that? And every time you replay the game, there's going to be different people reacting to you, but in different ways. And every time you play with a different character, you can do it in a different way. There's going to be different people. The role-playing possibilities, yes, you thinking of different ways to do it, you wanting to do it different, is endless. And yes, when those people are being trolls, they're the raiders, even when they cuss at you and try to kill you, which they did in Fallout 4. Let me give you one more duh. So stop griping, think about it, play, and have fun. I really don't get why people aren't getting this. It makes perfect sense. So normally Mr. Positive is getting a little frustrated because it just makes so much sense. And some people are it's just like talking to the wall. And it's like, have you ever talked to a teenager sometimes? It's like you want to, not my precious teenagers, not my lovely teenagers. My daughter's sitting here going, my teenagers are wonderful. Well, hopefully I convinced a few, maybe, just maybe, some of those stubborn teenagers heard my message this time. And I know they're not all teenagers. I'm just talking about it's like talking to a teenager. Maybe they heard the message. Maybe some of the YouTubers out there that are spouting the negativity, that are driving a wedge within the community, maybe they will hear the message and stop the madness, stop the negativity, and at least wait until Fallout 76 comes out and play it before they go negative. Maybe. Just maybe. Would y'all please, let's don't divide the community anymore. Well, hey, if y'all have any questions, if y'all just want to talk to me, message me on Twitter, message me on Facebook. I'd love to talk to you one-on-one, answer any questions you got. And hey, I've got Discord now too. Find all my links down below. And if you really want to talk to me in depth, Patreon's the way to do that. I would love to have your support. I need your support. So go down and check out my Patreon as well. And if you love Bethesda and you're not subscribed yet, that is free. Just go ahead and hit that button. Go ahead and hit it. I know you want to hit something. I know you're frustrated enough to hit something. Just hit that. Hit that subscribe button. It'll make you feel better. I am the KingFanMan. I'll see you guys next time.